Good evening, dear students. I am Miss Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Management of Industrial Relations, which is related to Diploma in Human Resource Management, Paper 1, we will be studying the functions of trade union. See, till now we have gone through the meaning of trade union. Let's revise it and then we will start the functions of trade union. ट्रेड युनियन, व्हॉट इज ट्रेड युनियन? मराठीमध्ये त्याला कामगार संघटना असं म्हणतात. ट्रेड युनियन इज अ असोसिएशन. ट्रेड युनियन इज ॲन असोसिएशन ऑफ members. Okay, it is an association. Association means group. Okay, group of members. Now who are these members? The members are employees of your organization. Members are the employees of your organization, right? Okay, now these employees, while they are working with you, the employees while working with you, they face many of the problems, or many of the times they do have certain grievances. Okay, many of the times they do have certain grievances or complaints. Okay, now these complaints, many of the time what happens, they are not able to share their grievances or complaints with the employers. Okay, employers. Who is employer? Employer is a person who grants or who gives or offers job. Now whenever we consider this person, this employer, yes, he has granted the job, and many of the time he might be egoistic in nature. Okay, so when we consider the nature that is egoistic, yes, this person he is not ready to accept anything or to hear or listen to the employees. So yes, many of the time what the employees do, yes, they don't share their grievances or complaints, okay, which results into labor turnover. Okay, labor turnover. What is labor turnover? See, whenever a laborer, that is the worker, whenever this person, he is not satisfied with a organization, whenever this person, he is not satisfied with an organization, what he does? Yes, surely he leaves that organization. बरोबर आहे, राईट? लेबर टर्नओव्हर म्हणजे काय बघा. लेबर टर्नओव्हर अशी ॲक्टिव्हिटी आहे. या ॲक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये काय केलं जातं की हा जो कामगार आहे, हा जो वर्कर आहे, तो त्याच्या ऑर्गनायझेशन किंवा त्याच्या कंपनी किंवा ती जी फॅक्टरी आहे त्या फॅक्टरीपासून तो सॅटिस्फाईड नसतो. ओके, तर सॅटिस्फाईड नसल्यामुळे तो काय करतो? येस, तो त्या फॅक्टरीमधलं जे काम आहे, तो जो जॉब आहे, तो लीव्ह करतो. ओके, तो रिझाईन करतो आणि काय करतो? दुसरं एखादी फॅक्टरी असेल, इंडस्ट्री असेल, जॉईन करतो. या ॲक्टिव्हिटीला आपण काय म्हणतो? लेबर टर्नओव्हर. ओके, या ॲक्टिव्हिटीला आपण काय म्हणतो? लेबर टर्नओव्हर. सो दिस लेबर टर्नओव्हर, it is dependent upon the satisfactory ratio or the satisfaction among the workers. Okay, the workers or the employees, whether they are satisfied while working with you, whether they do have job satisfaction. Okay, if they don't have job satisfaction, then what they do? Yes, they surely reject your job, or surely they leave your job, and what they do then? Yes, they join the company or the factory or the organization of your competitor. Is it? Or any another industry. Is it? So if you want to if you want to retain, the employees, if you want to retain the employees, if you think that the employee, once he joins your organization, he should leave, he should work with you for a longer period of time, he should work with efficiency and effectiveness, then surely as an employer you should establish a tie up with their association, that is trade union. Okay, now this trade union, it strives harder, it takes effort, it works with dedication to ensure that the worker or the employee, while he is working into the factory or while working into the industry, he is always satisfied, he is always safe, he is always secured in all respect. Okay, so whenever we consider trade union, yes, trade union is a association, trade union is such a structure in which the employees of the organization, they are the members of the said trade union, means the members, that is the employees, whenever they will be facing, any difficulty, any problem, to solve that problem, to sort out that difficulty, whom they do approach? Yes, approaching the employer, many of the time it will result into conflict, it will result into a conflicting phase, is it? And maybe the employer, is it, if he is not convinced with the grievance which is raised down by the employee, what that person will do? If that person is egoistic in nature, aggressive in nature, he will never listen to the employee. So the proper channel itself is the employee will be conveying or communicating or conversating his grievance or complaint to whom? To the trade union and the leaders of the trade union. And the leaders of the trade union, what they do? They listen to the employee. Yes, they listen to these members and they convey this. They convey this to the employer, or they arrange a meeting with the employer. They discuss thoroughly the issues which are raised by the employees and try to give a solution which will be based on win-win strategy, is it, which will be based on win-win strategy. What is win-win strategy? Yes, a solution is given to the problem in such a way, a solution is given to the problem in such a way that it will surely satisfy both the parties, is it? For example, if the worker, okay, the worker, if he is having a complaint or his demand is to have a raise in the pay, or rise in the pay or compensation or the remuneration which is paid to him by the factory or the company. Okay, for example, previously if the company was offering 10,000 to him, as per the inflation rate, as per the changes and adoptions in the market, yes, as per the changes in the standard of living and all those things and the related factors, the employee is demanding for 2,000 hike in the remuneration, is it? This is the demand of whom? This is the demand of the employee, right, or the worker. Now the employer, is it, employer, that is the owner of the company, yes, he is thinking about the same in the sense, yes, he is thinking to rise the remuneration, but what happens? See, rising 2000 or making a hike by 2000 or increasing the remuneration by rupees 2000, it is not affordable for him at that stage. Is it? It is not affordable for him at that stage due to inflation and other factors. Okay, it is not possible for this employee to raise the compensation or the remuneration by 2000. Now, see, the employer says to the employee or conveys that rising 2000 is not possible for me. Yes, I will rise your salary or I will raise your salary by 1000 rupees. Okay. Now, what is the demand of employee? His demand is to have a hike by 2000. And what or how the employer answers to him? Yes, he is saying that yes, I will do the hike but by 1000 only. Now, whenever the employee and the employee, they are not able to resolve the issue on a single solution, what is supposed to be done? Yes, here the trade union acts as an arbitrator. The trade union acts as a arbitrator. Arbitrator, who is arbitrator? Arbitrator is a person who is appointed to listen to both the parties and give a solution. Give a solution to the problem which will surely be binding on both the parties. Okay, see this trade union, what they do? Yes, the trade union, they listen to both the parties, that is the employee and the employer. Okay, and they give a solution in which both the party will be benefited. Both the party will be benefited. For example, okay, they might suggest the employer to make a hike in the remuneration by 2000 and have a cost economy, okay, to control some of the things, some of the wastages and other things, okay, which resulted into rise in the cost of production. Is it? Through this, okay, if the cost of production is under control, if the cost of production is under control, then surely the employer will be able to make a hike of 2000 rupees. So such type of solution and such type of situation, it is called as win-win strategy. Okay, win-win strategy. In win-win strategy, what happens? Okay, a solution is derived to the problem in such a way, a solution is derived to the problem or given to the problem in such a way both the parties, that is the employer as well as the employee, will be benefited by it. Okay, and second strategy is lose-lose strategy. Okay, second strategy is lose-lose strategy. In lose-lose strategy, what is done? In lose-lose strategy, what is done? For example, the same situation we will rediscuss the same situation. Yes, the employee is expecting a hike in the remuneration. Yes, how much hike he is expecting? He is expecting 2000 rupees rise. Is it? Then employer, what the employer is, how he is answering? Yes, he is saying that rising the remuneration by 2000, it is not possible for me. Yes, surely I can rise the remuneration by 1000 rupees. Okay, now the trade union, whenever they are applying lose-lose strategy, at this time what they do? They listen to both the party. Yes, they are the arbitrator at this moment, right? Okay, they listen to both the parties. Okay, after that, yes, they ask the employee to stop at 11,000. Even they ask the employer to finalize at 11,000. Is it? See, the employer, he is raising the salary by 1000 rupees, right? Okay, means he is supposed to pay 1000 rupees extra, right? Okay, now the employee, he was demanding for rupees 2000, but he will be getting only 1000 rupees, right? Both the people have, or both the parties, they are supposed to lose something. They are supposed to lose something. So this is the lose-lose strategy. And the third strategy which is used is win-lose strategy or lose-win strategy. Means either of the party towards the conflict, either of the party towards such type of debate, they get benefited, and other party, yes, they are the sufferers. Is it? For example, yes, trade union will aggressively put forth the issue of the employee and convince the employer in such a way that he will be, yes, he will be forced to rise or hike the salary or the remuneration by 2000 rupees. Is it? So here who is benefited? The employee is benefited. Okay, and what about the employer? Yes, he is supposed to pay 2000 rupees extra, right? Okay, so these are the three strategies. First strategy is win-win strategy, second strategy is lose-lose strategy, and the third strategy is win-lose or lose-win strategy. Is it? So applying this strategy, by applying this strategy, the trade unions, what they do? By applying this strategy, the trade union will definitely, okay, the trade union, what they do? They solute many of the problems which are raised by employee or the employers. Okay, so trade union is an association of people, association of members of the organization. See, once again, remember this, members of the organization means the employees, the working class of the organization, right? Okay. Now, trade union, see what the trade union does. It usually establishes a good contact with the employer. Actually, the employer builds up a good relation with the trade union. Why? Because if they can convince the trade union, then the whole employee community or the worker community will be convinced through this. Is it? So what the employer does? The employer establishes a good communication with or good relations with the trade unions. Okay, now trade union, it does or it performs various things. Is it? It performs various things. What are the various things performed by the trade unions? Okay, what they do, see, many of the times the workers see, usually the workers who work in the factories, they might not be that educated ones. Okay, they might not be that educated ones, so they are not aware about insurance, they are not aware about financial management. Is it? They are not aware about legal things, legal issues. Is it? So whenever we think about such type of financial issues, such type of legal issues, is it, the trade union, what they do? They train the employees. Okay, they train the employees in such a way that they train the employees in such a way that the employees get educated. Okay, the employees get a good education related to legal matters, related to financial management. Is it? Even they do guide the workers or the employees in such a way that the workers can invest in such policies, or in such schemes which will yield a good amount of benefit or return or earnings to these people. Okay, getting it? So trade unions play a very important role, is it, in uplifting the workers community or the employees community who are working in the organization, is it? बघा हे जे ट्रेड युनियन आहे, ट्रेड युनियन काय करतं? येस, ट्रेड युनियन असे प्रयत्न करतं, अशा प्रकारचे प्रयत्न करतं की ज्याच्या थ्रू वर्कर्स जे आहेत, एम्प्लॉईज जे आहेत, जे ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये किंवा कंपनीमध्ये काम करतात, ह्या वर्कर्सचं ओवरऑल डेव्हलपमेंट, इज इट, राईट फ्रॉम द स्टँडर्ड ऑफ लिव्हिंग टिल मेनी मोर इश्यूज, दे आर सॉर्टेड. Now let's see the functions of trade union, means what the trade union is supposed to do. The first function carried on by the trade union is increasing cooperation and well-being among workers. See, trade union, once again, trade union is an association of whom? Of the workers or the employees who are working into your organization, right? Okay, now many of the time what happens, see, in today's context, okay, the jobs, okay, and the job description, the job specification and the job role, it has become quite complex, is it? The job specification, the nature of the job, the nature of the work, the job description, the job role, is it? All these things, they are become, or they have become, yes, they have become complicated ones, okay, and complex, is it? So whenever the workers, they are asked to work in a team, whenever the workers or the employees, they are asked to work in a team, what they do? Yes, many of the time they might enter into conflict. So through trade union, it is conveyed, through trade union it is conveyed to each and every worker, okay, through trade union it is conveyed to each and every worker that you are from the one community, you should always be working in team itself, okay. So as the trade union is an association of employees who are working in an organization under a single roof, some kind of oneness, some kind of team spirit, some kind of teamwork and cooperation, okay. The lessons related to this, they are taught by the trade unions, okay. So whenever the workers, they are working in a common platform, nevertheless a sense of competitiveness is generated into their minds. But what the trade union does, trade union convinces these people that we are not the competitors, but we are the team members. So such type of sound relationship among workmen at the workplace, it is generated by trade union itself. So the first function of trade union is to increase cooperation, that is the sense of unity, the sense of oneness among the workers. Then not only oneness, but how collaboratively how in work or in team, working in team or team spirit, how it boosts the security as well as well-being of all the people. Is it such kind of thing is communicated effectively? Such kind of thing is communicated effectively into by the trade unions. Okay, so the members, so the members of the trade union, so the members of the trade union, they realize that we are not the competitors, we are one. Okay, we should work with cooperation with one another. Okay, so the modern industry is complex and demands specialization in jobs. This results in extreme division of labor, which leads to growth of individualism and development of impersonal and formal relationships. Okay, there is no common unifying bond among the workers. It is in this context that the trade unions come into the picture and they promote friendliness and unity among the workers. Besides this, the trade unions also discuss the problems which are common to all the workers. It is a platform where workers come together and know each other. The trade union also provides some kind of entertainment and relaxation to the workers. See, the trade union, what it does arranges some of the programs. Okay, it does arranges some of the programs for benefiting the workers community. Okay, in which the workers, they feel relieved from the stress. Then some of the security provisions, some of the schemes, some of the plans, they are communicated to the workers or the employees. Okay, now these schemes, these policies, they will be never known by the workers or employees, is it, in the absence of trade union. So trade union, what it does, yes, it collects all the workers or the employees who are working under a single roof. It establishes a good link among all these employees, all these workers, so that the work will be done as well as the oneness, unity, cooperation, friendliness, good impersonal relationship, sound relationship will be maintained. Okay, so trade union, it strives harder to increase cooperation between the workers and the employees. Okay, getting it? म्हणजे काय करतं बघा ट्रेड युनियन, ट्रेड युनियन कोऑपरेशन इन्क्रीज करतं, वननेस, एकत्रित एम्प्लॉईजने वर्कर्सने का नेहमी असावं याच्या मागचे जे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ज आहेत ते छान प्रकारे त्यांना एक्सप्लेन करून सांगतात, जेणेकरून युनायटेड वी स्टँड, डिवायडेड वी फॉल हे जे फ्रेज आहे याप्रमाणे ओके सगळे एम्प्लॉईज, सर्व कामगार वर्ग एकत्रित असतील तर काय होईल, आणि समजा ते एकत्रित नसतील तर काय होईल. ओके, ह्याचे जे प्रोज अँड कॉन्स आहेत, ओके, किंवा ह्याचे ॲडव्हान्टेजेस डिसॲडव्हान्टेजेस जे आहेत ते छान प्रकारे वर्कर्स कम्युनिटीला, एम्प्लॉईज कम्युनिटीला कन्वे केले जातात, ज्याच्यामुळे ते वर्कर्स जे आहेत, एम्प्लॉईज जे आहेत ते एकमेकांना जट म्हणजे त्यांच्या कलिग्सना, त्यांच्या फ्रेंड्सना, ओके, कॉम्पिटिटर्स न समजता टीम समजतात आणि आपण सगळे एकच आहोत ह्या भावनेने जे टीमवर्क किंवा त्यांना जे टास्क दिलेला आहे ते छान प्रकारे एकत्रित येऊन कंप्लीट करतात. इज इट? due to this, is it a kind of sound relation, harmonious relations, they will be generated. Then, second, securing facilities for workers. Securing facilities for workers means what? Through trade union, different facilities. Through trade union, different facilities they are provided to the workers. Means, see, in the absence of trade union, the workers or the employees may be ignored by the company or the employer. Means the conditions or the facilities, the amenities which should be provided in the absence of trade union, they might not be moderately or they might not be highly provided to the employees. But in the presence of trade union, all the facilities which are needed to be provided to the employees, they are provided in a much effective way. Okay, means for example, if is it, I think you have heard quality of work life, is it, quality of work life. See, only providing the remuneration or compensation, that much is not enough. Only providing the compensation or the remuneration, it is not, is it, that much is not enough for the employee, is it. See, other facilities like insurance facilities, transport facilities, housing facilities, right, all these facilities, they are that much needed to the employee, is it. For example, if your factory or your company, it is located far away from the city and it is quite impossible or it is not that much possible for the employee to reach to your place in time. Yes, you are aware about this situation. Then what you should be doing? You can provide bus facility to your employee, or you can provide some allowances through which the transportation cost which this person incurs to reach to your destination, to reach to your place, okay, it will be borne by the company. Or else what happens? See, you are paying remuneration, is it, and majority of the part of the remuneration, it will be, yes, it will be wasted by this person into transportation, right? Then housing facilities. See, possible if possible, what you can do, you can provide accommodation to your workers or to your employees in the vicinity of the company. Why to provide this? Why to give this? Yes, it has a motive. It has a motive behind it. What is the motive? Motive is that your employee should reach the job in time. Your employee should reach the job in time, and the uncomfort which this person faces, this employee faces into the traveling, because okay, few of your employees might travel for 1 hour and then they will reach your factory, is it. See, majority of time, if they waste majority of energy, if they waste into traveling and transportation, then what will happen? Yes, their energy level will be dropped. Yes, their energy level, it will be dropped that much, okay, while working with you, while working into your factory. Yes, they will not be able to give their 100% efficiency towards your work, okay. They will not be able to give 100% efficiency towards your work. This might happen. Is it? So, so what you can do is you can provide some housing facilities for the people who travel long for 1 hour and come to your place, or they live in certain distance from your factory building. Is it? Or what you can do, yes, nearby, not in, if you, it is not possible for you to provide housing facility into your company's vicinity or company's premises, then what you can do, yes, nearby you can search for some housing facility and you can get your employees accommodated there. In access to this, in access to this, what you can do, yes, other facilities, for example, see, this much facilities, they are not enough, right? Transportation and housing is not enough. When that worker, he is working into your factory, is it, some of the strict breaks he needs, is it, some of the strict breaks he needs, for example, lunch break, tea break, is it, and some of the 1 or 2 short breaks, is it. Now, if you are not providing such type of breaks to your employee, then what will happen? Working for the whole day without any interruption, that is, without any halt or break, yes, it will be quite uneasy for your worker or for your employee to work for a long period of time without any break. So somewhere it will be reflected, okay, somewhere it will be reflected into his job performance. The job which he is performing, the job which he is performing, in that job it will be reflected, is it. So the production activity, hence, which is performed, okay, through research it is actually proved that if you work uninterrupted, that is without break, if you work for if you work breakless continuously, is it, then what will happen? Yes, surely somewhere it will be badly affecting the production, okay. And if your production activity, if the production activity which is conducted into your organization, into your company, if it is affected, will you think the product so generated, the finished good which is generated, it will be having quality into it? No, is it? So what you are supposed to do, yes, some of the strict breaks, they are to be provided to this person. In excess to this, okay, some of the incentive plans, some of the bonuses, is it, some of the perks means, is it, some of the incentives, in excess to remuneration, there are certain financial motives which should be provided to this employee, to this worker, to get the work done from him, is it. Then in excess to this, if you think that the workers performance, it should be maximized, then what you can do, yes, allot the workers the work in which they do have interest, is it. See, every person, every worker who is working into your organization, every worker who is working into your organization, they have their preferences, they have their taste, they have their interests, okay. By shortlisting the interests, okay, by shortlisting the preferences and taste, okay, what you can do, you can relate the interest of your worker with the work or the job role into your organization. Okay, you can do or apply matching concept. Okay, and through this you can allot the worker with the necessary job. Due to this, what will happen? Yes, if for example, if you are provided with a task or job in which you have interest, okay, which was one from your hobby, what will happen? For example, if someone likes to draw, likes to paint, is it, and some job is offered to him related to it, yes, he will give his 100% towards that job, right? Okay, so such kind of thing, such kind of facilities which should be provided to the workers, they are readily communicated through trade unions to the employees. The rest part of the functions of trade union will be discussed in the next lecture. Thank you.